Alright everybody, this here is a preview of the one disc round of disc golf using the Vibram Ibex. The Vibram Ibex is my go-to mid-range disc. This particular video footage comes from a comparison video I did comparing the Ibex and the newest mid-range disc from Vibram called the Launch. After compiling the Ibex and Launch comparison video, I decided to isolate each video for the discs, and this is the Ibex only portion. Like I said, the Ibex is my go-to disc. This video will demonstrate a lot of pretty smooth turnover, slightly anhyzered shots that I use with this disc. Normally I throw about a 175 medium mold Ibex current run with the flight path on the back of it. This one here is a speed 48 fade 7 158 gram Ibex, so much lighter than I'm used to. But yet it's still able to take full power as I'm throwing. It still has some pretty decent fade at the end, and occasionally I make even some pretty decent putts with this. Ibex, like I said, has been my staple in my bag for the last 4 years or so. What I've found interesting with this particular disc is I can effortlessly get it to go where I want it to. I was a little bit high there. That hole is only about 240, but without even really trying, I was able to just put it down, keep it on a good line, and just happen to go high and down into the ditch. Most of these shots, though, whether I'm barely throwing it, 70% power or so, or whether I'm really trying to crank on it, the disc is able to go flat and far, just like this one here. Perfect shot, stays on the line, doesn't deviate and kick hard left or right during the flight. At the end there, I happened to hit a root, but still went right next to the basket on a 270-foot hole. Here, for example, a great turnover shot, putting it on just a little bit of an anhyzer. It holds the line really well. This is me being a gimp and not knowing how to throw a forehand disc, but still trying anyways. I never forehand a mid-range ever, but I thought I'd give it a go on this short 220-foot hole, and I just turned it over because I don't know what I'm doing. But like I said, using this disc, slide anhyzer, boom, follows the line perfectly, splits the gap, and doesn't do too much deviation left and right between the fade and the glide. Ibex is a go-to disc for me. If I ever feel like I can't throw well, like if my drivers aren't doing what I need them to, I immediately put everything down, reach in and grab my trusty Ibex, and just start throwing that straight until things start turning back on, and then I'll start trying to use drivers again. So in this particular course, it's a finesse course in the back of a golf course. It's 18 holes through the woods, a lot of precision, a lot of finesse that's needed to get your disc to do what you want it to. So it was a perfect spot for me to compare both the Ibex and the new disc called the Launch, which you'll see in the basket a couple of times, You'll see the Launch a couple of times in the video, even though I'm not throwing it here. This course where I'm playing is in Houston, and this is about a week before Christmas in 2016 where I'm taking all of this. So we still have plenty of disc golf available to us year-round. It's about 70 degrees outside. Like I said, sometimes I make a pretty decent putt with this Ibex. Blew me away as a 158 medium Ibex. Flew pretty well most of the day, went -7 on the whole round. And like I said, it surprised me that I could throw it with full power, since I normally throw a 175 to grab a 158 and still have it hold its line and go 300 feet. Was pretty awesome. Thanks for watching the video. Hope you enjoyed this quick review of what the Ibex looks like. We'll see you next time.